So pretty much if you're a person that shops at Walmart or even just these smaller mom and pop shops, you can pretty much just kiss this card goodbye because these places have yet to integrate the Apple Pay network. And you just lost 2% cash back. Hey, welcome back to the channel. This is Anthony, and today, as the title suggests, I'm a bit upset and I'm going to show you all the reasons why you specifically shouldn't get the Apple credit card. As I'll show you all of the benefits that come with this card and who specifically can actually take advantage of it. But without taking up too much time, let's dive right into the powerful and complex Apple network. But before we go into it, be sure to dive into the complex and powerful like and subscribe button, so that this video can get pushed to a wider audience that might also hate this card. Alright, just kidding. Or am I? Okay, so just right off the bat, I'm going to alienate about 45% of you that are watching this video. As doing some really intense research, I found out that about 45% of Americans are using Android phones. And don't shoot the messenger, but surprise, surprise, the Apple credit card only works with iPhones. So I guess if you're a person that's watching this video on an Android, it was nice knowing you, thanks for stopping by, and maybe I'll see you in the next video. iPhone Master Race. But seriously, yes, you need an iPhone that's at least an iPhone 6 or newer in order to apply for this credit card, as it's just a physical extension of the Apple Pay feature that's built into your iPhone. Okay, so are the 55% of people that are watching on iPhone still with me? Keep watching. Okay, so aside from that, there are about 3 different factors that we have to go into for your decision making on whether or not this card is actually worth it to you or not. So I'll lay out all of the benefits and the reasons to actually apply for this card first. Then, afterwards, I'll go into all the reasons why you should not get this card. Well, the first benefit is that this card actually carries a $0 annual fee, which is always nice to have and makes the decision to apply just that much easier. And secondly, of course, you actually have to be accustomed to using the Apple Pay feature on your iPhone. And if you're unfamiliar, this feature is connected directly to your iPhone, which just allows you to pay for things directly with your iPhone contactlessly. Is that even a word? It definitely adds to the whole seamless approach to paying for things. Now, of course, you can always just swipe the physical card itself, but who has time for that anyway? And just a quick reminder, when you use your physical card, you actually get less bonuses than that of using Apple Pay. But I'll go into that more in depth a little bit later. And thirdly, do you frequently go to places that accept Apple Pay? Some of the biggest retailers that actually accept Apple Pay include Target, CVS, Best Buy, Whole Foods, and Trader Joe's. If so, you might be in luck, as there's a couple different categories. On a slight tiered system, depending on which store that you go to, you'll get a higher cashback percentage. For example, if you're paying for things at Nike, Walgreens, Uber Eats, or even ExxonMobil, you're going to be getting an unlimited 3% cashback on all purchases made at those select stores. And if you're curious about the whole list of items that are actually included in that 3% category, I'll leave it on the screen right here. So what happens if you're actually not at those select stores? What if you're just at a place that accepts Apple Pay, but it's not listed in that 3% category? Well, if the store actually accepts Apple Pay, and you pay with Apple Pay at those places, you're going to be getting a limited 2% cash back on all purchases. Now, I feel like I have to say this one more time just to really make sure you guys got it, but make sure for these higher tiered categories, the 3% and the 2%, that you're using Apple Pay feature that's integrated in your iPhone. If you use your Apple credit card, the physical one, and swipe it, you're only going to be getting an unlimited 1% cash back on all purchases made with the physical card. Which we know that if you just have a semi-decent beginner credit card, you're already getting more than 1% cash back on all purchases. So just be careful with that. A couple other good side things and honorable mentions for this card include not waiting for your card to come in the mail. If you're a person that just wants to start spending on this credit card immediately, as this card might be for you. As soon as you are approved for this credit card, you could start using the Apple Pay feature right away. Can we actually get a counter for the amount of times that I say Apple Pay in this video? What about a counter for every time I ask you guys to like and subscribe? How about this? Can we get 1 like and 1 subscribe for every single time that I say Apple Pay? Wishful thinking, right? But seriously, another somewhat unique perk that comes to the Apple Card is that when you actually pair your Apple credit card to the Apple Cash Card, you can actually transfer all of your cash back directly into your bank account. Whereas a lot of other credit card companies force you to use that cash back for gift cards or just statement. It'd be awesome to know that all the cash back you're going to be getting can go into your bank account and you can take it out in the form of cash, just like this. The year is 2035 and now dollars look like this. Okay, so lastly, before I go into all the reasons why you shouldn't get this card, the last honorable mention is that Apple actually doesn't charge you any late fees or penalties for not paying on time at the end of the month. Just know that the interest remains and will compound every single month that you don't pay your card off in full at the end of the month. I hesitate to even say this, as I don't want anyone not paying off their card in full every single month. I'm talking to you, John. You think I can't see you? So if these situations describe you, go for it and apply for this card, but not before you continue watching the rest of this video, so you can see all the reasons on the contrary not to get the card. So let's talk about it. Of course, like we said earlier, if you have an Android, you're excluded from this club. I don't even know why you're still here. Sorry, Androids. It's better to be an Apple. And there's also another club. It's called the Like and Subscribe Club. If you're not like and subscribe to this YouTube channel, you're unfortunately excluded from this party as well. But seriously, the second thing you have to actually go into is if you're even comfortable with using the Apple Pay feature. Like me, you might be a little bit stubborn and you don't want to sign up for anything else. And if you don't actually sign up for Apple Pay, you're pretty much missing out on all of the top categories for cash back, as the 3% and the 2% categories only apply to using the Apple Pay feature, not the physical card. If you're only going to be using the physical card, you're just going to be getting 1% back on all purchases, pretty much everywhere. And even on top of that, the 3% category is a little dry. There aren't a whole lot of stores that are actually included in this category to get that 3% cash back. Unless you plan on ordering from Uber Eats and getting medication from Walgreens every single day, you're probably not even going to be able to take advantage of the 3% cashback category. So this essentially means that you're almost always only going to be getting about 2% cash back on all purchases. And like I just said a second ago, it's pretty much just on par with the Citi Double Cash card. Though that card does come with its own myriad of benefits that I think completely overshadowed the Apple Card, but I digress. In a related note, about 26% of Americans have a Costco membership. Why do I say this, you ask? Let me go a little bit further and tell you about 60 to 90% of Americans use Walmart for their daily and weekly shopping trips. So why am I bringing up these two retailers? Well, Apple Pay is actually not accepted at these retailers at this current time, which pretty much just means you're missing out on a ton of cash back. Thirdly, there's no bonus categories whatsoever. There's no travel bonuses, there's no grocery bonuses, no dining bonuses. Take for a quick example some Amex cards that I'm looking at right now. The American Express Blue Cash Everyday card gives you about 6 points per dollar spent on all grocery store purchases. And in that same vein, the Amex Gold offers about 4 points per dollar spent on all grocery store purchases and dining purchases. So let's do some quick math on how these cards actually stack up. If you use the Apple Card and they accept Apple Pay and you pay with that and get your 2% cash back, with the Apple Card, if it accepts Apple Pay, sorry, I'm just trying to get my subscribers up, you're going to be getting about 2% back or $20 in value on the amount that you spent. So let's take the lower of the two and use the Amex Gold for just 4 points per dollar spent. So by spending $1,000, you're going to be getting 4,000 Amex points or $40 worth of value. So pretty much double the amount of value just by using a different card. And lastly, it's not necessarily the easiest card to get with a credit score of at least 700 or higher to get approved, for benefits that really to me just seem like that of a normal beginner card. So all in all, I just feel that this card has no significant advantage to any other just regular beginner cards unless you shop at those select stores. And even so, just getting that 3% cash back, still doing the math just puts you just about on par with some other higher tier cards. It just seems to me that you have to jump through one too many hurdles for not enough benefits in my opinion. But I guess if you're a tried and true Apple user and you do shop at these select stores, and you really do love the seamless approach to Apple Pay and the contactless way of paying for things, along with some of the other unique benefits like taking your cash back and putting into your bank directly, I think it could still be a good tool in your arsenal, but really make sure that you actually can take advantage of all the benefits that I listed earlier in the video. Alright, yeah, I guess I forgot to mention, this card is made out of full titanium. Now tell me, did that actually just sway your decision? And now I'm going to put the tally up here of how many times I actually said Apple Pay in this video, including that one. But seriously, if you learned anything or if I helped your decision making in any way, be sure to crush that like and subscribe button as it'll help the channel out a lot and I will appreciate you forever. But with that said, thank you so much for watching and have a great day.